and welcome to Gadget Guru, where today we're going to be taking a look at some Wi-Fi routers that may change the way you actually use the internet. You can just connect one of them, walk around either on your funky gadget like the iPad or on that really nice modern looking laptop that you're carrying.
Don't you love it?
I'm just trying to compare the two, Rajiv. You know, it's...
Just look at this. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Amazing, isn't it?
That's Rajiv's idea of a really funky gadget. This is my idea of a really funky gadget. And from there to the major gadget and gizmo related news stories of the week. Alright folks, now you remember the days no doubt when getting any sort of internet connection was a major exercise. Now, this is the latest trend. You have a little Wi-Fi router like this. All you have to do is you power it on. You press that little switch, you power it on, and you put it somewhere, and you can have up to 3 or 4 computers, gadgets, gizmos just connected to the internet. It's actually quite an interesting, funky way to do it.
Absolutely. Like for instance, I have another version of this, the D-Link myPocket router. First of all, there's a new category. They call it a MiFi, which is really just more or less for you rather than Wi-Fi. So it's a personal router that you have. This one has an additional thing. I mean, that comes from Tata, so it has that entire network. It's already built in. This one is from D-Link. You can pop in any 3G SIM card.
Which right now, unfortunately, only means MTNL, and you don't have the best of connectivity in that.
Right, but the point of it is that at least it's ready for 3G. So it has a battery. You can also put in, any kind of a mini SD card. You can make your own little network. Everything on the mini card, everybody that will connect to the router has access to all those files, and then you put in a 3G card. As a category, I find this interesting because, like you just said, you can pop in a 3G card into that iPad, but the point is, suppose there were 4 or 5 of us. We got stuck in a hotel where there's no connectivity or to exorbitantly priced like most hotels are.
Yeah.
You can take a 3G card or take this one out. You can take a 3G card out of your own phone if we'll all be on 3G. Pop it into one of this. Your entire team can start work immediately. So
now you said it's a category that makes sense. Now if I could just debate that a little bit with you. It's a category that certainly makes sense today because you don't really have WiMAX. You have to, if you want Wi-Fi when you're driving around, you got to use something like this. But a year from now, when you have more and more 3G available, and when you have some of the WiMAX networks up and running, will you still require this, or will you just simply log on?
So here's the point. First and foremost, 3G is something I'm starting to build confidence to, even though I still don't know where the implementation is coming from, because they again seem to be really dilly-dallying. Even after the licenses, now implementation, execution is taking time. And WiMAX, I'm very unsure. WiMAX as a technology itself, I'm very unsure. With all the other competition, Intel itself looking very shaky about WiMAX.
But hang on, you do have some of the biggest players now who are all saying we will be providing broadband wireless. As long as you're getting good enough broadband connectivity on the move, then you won't necessarily go for a router like this or like that.
Yeah, you're right about one thing. Maybe for the next year or two, this is a great category. Yes, also it makes a lot of difference if you have something where maybe this is the one thing that the group category always uses. Yeah. Imagine right now, 3G not on your phone, but a 3G card put into this means everybody could on Wi-Fi on their phone.
I use this, for example, I use this at home if I need 2-3 people to be using a computer.
Exactly.
You just switch this on, it's simple, it's easy, it's convenient to use.
So it's a category that is, the time has come now. Will the time carry on for this category? Depends really on the execution of WiMAX, 3G and everything.
And I think the speed. Alright, let's just quickly, if you are interested in this entire category, MiFi as Rajiv just called it, you want to walk around and have your own little Wi-Fi network which you and some of your friends can share. This is how you can really use some of these products.
They're ultra-compact, pocket size and perfect to provide high-speed wireless internet connectivity for multiple users. Aptly christened as the MiFi, the next generation of Wi-Fi routers are next in evolution of portable mobile broadband connectivity in India. Claiming to be the first of its kind product in the country, Tata's Photon Wi-Fi router enables multiple users and devices to share wireless internet access, offering to provide broadband internet speeds of up to 3.1 Mbps. It comes with an inbuilt battery with up to 2.5 hours of backup and Ethernet port for LAN support. Once configured, it's more or less like a plug-and-play device with more or less everything inbuilt. But on the downside, it is only available on the Tata's telecom network. Hence, available only in 4 cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad and Bangalore. While introduced at nearly 5,000 rupees, the device costs 6,500 rupees in retail. But just in case you don't want to be restricted to one service provider, D-Link's myPocket router allows users to access any mobile broadband network, as all it takes is simply inserting a configured 3G enabled SIM card to start sharing 3.75G internet connection. Equipped with built-in microSD card slot to support sharing of files between Wi-Fi enabled devices, the router can be configured to work as a Wi-Fi router or 3.5G modem with a simple flip of a switch. But the freedom to choose your service provider also comes at a great cost, as the myPocket costs nearly 11,000 rupees, and keeping in that it's only government-owned MTNL and BSNL that provides 3G services, it definitely calls for a second thought.
Time for a very quick break. Then when we come back, Ask Guru. Stay with us.